I guess it's not much. I guess so. It must have to give you guys a movie review, which is basically starring Tom Cruise back in the early '90s. This is a 1993 movie. This is called The Firm. So this is the first time I ever seen a movie called The Firm. I never would basically would expect it just to basically for me just to watch this film. I think this film is very very rare. And I think this movie that I don't see a lot of people really did not watch this movie really all that much or anything like that. But I one of the person want to say is that I don't find this movie kind of boring or anything like that. But it's kind of like a crossword puzzle or something like that. A crossword puzzle. It's kind of like that where you're trying to find the words like that goes together and you circle it and stuff like that. And, basically that's what it basically kind of makes it feels to me. I personally want to say is that I don't know nothing about the firm or anything like that because. In my own view, I think the firm is basically like a lawyer kind of situation, or just maybe more serious than just being a lawyer. And basically, handling a firm, basically in court, and basically in court, it's a risky job. It is a stuff like that. You do pretty much whatever you think that you should do, or anything like that. I really do not consider basically that this film like has like a high standard basically of the other films that I've seen basically with Tom Cruise and stuff like that. Like I said before, I think this film is very rare, but I definitely do think it really actually is. But like I said before, I think that the firm is pretty much it's a very risky job. And then you're at risk of doing your job, and it offers really a lot of money for pretty much on the job. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, and I'm willing to say this like money just doesn't come flying down to you or growing on a tree or you see like snow money just flowing down right down on you and stuff like that. I mean, the thing about this is that when I see Tom Cruise playing this movie, he kind of pretty much handled himself very, very well in this movie. But I did not really expect him to basically have some outbursts, which I was quite shocked and surprised that he does not really have these outbursts like he used to have basically in other different films. I kind of like that really a lot because I know Tom Cruise. It seems like he's the kind of guy probably got I wouldn't say a bad attitude, but maybe like he has a little hard time controlling himself and stuff like that. But the reason why I like this film the most, like I said before, with Tom Cruise is basically that he doesn't really go full out burst. Sometimes he does in different movies. Sometimes he doesn't. I just don't really basically expect him. Really, basically just basically in this movie. I think this movie is, basically, I think this is one of the best movies I've seen Tom Cruise has ever played in. I definitely do think. But I really don't see this movie being as popular like to other people may think it really actually is. I don't think this is not a very popular movie, but I think this is a very rare gem movie that a lot of people really should watch or basically should watch. I don't think I'd ever seen this movie right around when my parents watched this movie, but it definitely is a very very good interesting movie to basically to watch, and I think that is something. I think a lot of people should watch also as well too. So yeah. So what is the firm basis all about? So the movie Firm is basically all about, especially uh, I will say whatever his name is, Danny or something like that, or Tom Cruise. Let's just say Tom Cruise. He went to law school and he graduated from law school, and and he's trying to find a very good business like to work for, to be a lawyer, or I will say be in a firm and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie or anything like that. I was kind of shocked and surprised when he was going through these interviews with some of the people that wanted to hire. I mean, they were talking like big numbers. I'm not joking. I'm talking about really big numbers that can really basically can help him and stuff like that. Because one person want to say here is that every interview that he did basically in this movie, they want him in there. And I think the reason they want him in there because maybe the satisfactions of basically hiring a fresh new talent to be a lawyer or be a firm or anything like that. But you have to remember, hiring a fresh person basically to do the lawyer or a firm is a risky job. It's really risky. It really is a risky job. It doesn't mean that you think you pretty much know everything about when it comes to law school and stuff like that. But there's a lot more to it based than that. And I think Tom Cruise did a pretty good job. Just basically, just basically like hey, I'm just gonna think about it and just see what and just see what's going to happen. But like I said before, you don't see this really happen in any other movies. I've never seen this before. But like I said before, I think that every job that Tom Cruise was offered was basically that I think that he was going to basically gonna get, or maybe that. But one thing I really want to say here, when it comes to the firm base of this movie, the firm base of this movie, you have to remember one thing. You say that money can grow on trees or fly down to you or anything or something like that, okay? And it just and this is just to see. But when you mess up really bad with one person of a different group, you're bound to get yourself into a lot of trouble. I'm talking about a lot of trouble, and that's what happened to Tom Cruise. And basically, I think he was on the verge, basically getting a divorce with his wife and stuff like that. But even though Tom Cruise didn't really want to do that, but even though he cheated on his wife because he went to go walk down the beach and then he found out this woman. This was basically a setup. I think it really was a setup. But one thing I really want to say here is that when you mess with the wrong person and with the wrong person, they're gonna try to do whatever they can. They're gonna find you. That's what basically I'm saying. Like the mafia. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna check every single corner, like where you're gonna go and what's gonna happen. And they're gonna try to basically just do whatever they can. That's what basically gonna do. One thing I like about this film is basically it kind of reminds me of the uh, investigator. I can't remember the name of the movie. I can't remember the name of the movie. It's about a guy like that he's in trouble that they would say like he killed his wife or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called The Fugitive. I think it's called I think it is called The Fugitive. Fugitive is a really good movie also too, and it's definitely really actually based a good film. But I want to personally want to say here, basically to me is that I think The Firm is just pretty much basically a perfect movie for a lot of people to really basically to watch and stuff like that. And I think it's a very good learning curve basically for this movie. Now, one thing I also want to say also as well too, that the tone of the cussing in this movie was quite limited, which I'm kind of surprised based off that because you usually see that with based with Tom Cruise because the man has a potty mouth, stuff like that. So yeah, but he's not my favorite actor, but I do respect his work and stuff like that. Basically, he does. So some things I just don't agree on, basically when it comes to this film. When it comes to this film, now basically give a rating for this film. To me, I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10 because I think it's a really good movie. I think it really actually is. It's not the best movie that I've seen, but it's a rare movie. It's a rare movie for me to watch, and I think it'd be rare for other people has never seen this film, has never seen this film really a lot. Would I highly recommend for anyone to watch this movie? To be honest with you, yes, I would definitely go and watch this movie because I definitely do think it's interesting. It's fun to watch, and it's also something that it's a learning curve. I think for for a lot of people to watch this movie, it just basically understand the differences of basically being a lawyer and doing a firm and stuff like that. So anyways, that's it for this not and review, excuse me, movie review. Tell me what you guys think. You guys like this movie? You guys don't like it? You guys think it was good? You guys think it was bad? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. So yeah, anyways, it was awesome. You guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up doesn't matter to me. And please leave me comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Please stay safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.